Hey everyone, how's it going? It's That Nerd Ryan here, and today we're talking about Borderlands, the pre-sequel. So this was supposed to come out 2 weeks ago, and then it just got to the point where I couldn't beat it yet, and then I needed to take a week off, so now we're going to be talking about it now. This is a very fun and interesting game. We'll cover the story in a minute and stuff like that. We're going to talk about story, characters, and gameplay, as we usually do. But yeah, so this takes place between Borderlands 1 and 2, which I have not played Borderlands 1 in a long time. Same with 2. But I do have 2 and 3, so we will be covering those eventually. I chose this one out of the fact that I never got to beat the pre-sequel. So let's get into the story. Basically what happens is that the company, the weapons-making company Dahl, decides to have a hostile takeover on the company Hyperion. There's an employee named Jack who hires Vault Hunters, which is the characters that you could choose from, and he hires them to basically help take back Hyperion, as well as take the vault on Elpis. Vaults are created by an ancient alien race and hold like technology and stuff like that, along with weapons and monsters and stuff like that. So basically you get sent to Helios, which is Hyperion's base. The signal's getting jammed, so Jack sends the Vault Hunters down to Elpis, the moon, to shut that down and get into some shenanigans, along with recruiting people, making an army, and doing some other stuff to get back to Helios to retake it, defeat the leader of Dahl, the military leader of Dahl, and then go into the vault. You also meet up with Vault Hunters from Borderlands 1 in this, Roland and Lilith. Roland and Lilith go and kind of assist until you get to the vault, because it's starting to look like Jack's going to abuse that power. And when he does, they betray him, and Jack decides to go against everyone as they're going into the vault. As that happens, as you enter the vault, you have to take on a boss. I forgot its name. I think it's called the Watcher or something like that. It's Murder the Traveler or something. It starts with a T or a W. And then you have to defeat it. You find the vault key, and when you do that, Jack gets it crushed in his face by Lilith, and he becomes Handsome Jack. So there are 6 characters that you can play as in this story. Only 4 at a time, though. I do really only know the first 4 core characters and how they tie in. I did play for the first time a long time ago as Athena, and the second time I played as Nisha. Although Claptrap is a great character, Wilhelm's alright. I was told that Claptrap's not good to use in solo, and Wilhelm never seemed interesting to me. So I originally played as Athena because she looked like she was a well-rounded character back then. Then I got stuck on the Zarpedon fight. Mind you, this was right when the pre-sequel came out, so I don't really remember her character that much. But playing through this as Nisha was very, very fun. I like her characteristics, being like kind of bloodthirsty and crazy, but at the same time, her gameplay mechanics and her action skill are just great. Characters like Jack, it's fun to see Jack kind of be the anti-hero in this one. Still has his like zingers and one-liners, and still is just all around a great character. Zarpedon, I have a love-hate relationship with Zarpedon just due to my history of being stuck on that level. And then, of course, seeing Lilith and Roland was great. Definitely feel like the character arc of the character filler of them being in the pre-sequel was very good. I do think Claptrap was my favorite character, and I mean, you do get to hear from him in the DLC, which I did not fully beat. We'll talk about that, though. There was a DLC, though, where you get to go into Claptrap's mind and kind of unlock data where you see like an evil version of him. You defeat the evil version, and then all the other Claptraps are shut down by Jack. So, let's talk about gameplay mechanics and stuff like that. I really enjoyed the leveling. I do have to say, though, there are certain points in the game where leveling kind of goes up exponentially. I feel like at the beginning of the game, you soar through up until the Zarpedon fight, and then it level scales super high. You have to kind of backtrack and do all the side quests, at least I did. And then you're fine for a little bit, then the next boss fight also jumps up. You have to go back, do the other side quests that get unlocked. Then you get to the final boss fight. And then it does it again. And then when you start the Claptrap mission, it's like three levels ahead of where you should be. Which was kind of an issue. That's why I didn't continue the Claptrap story, because I wanted to get this out for you guys. I feel like Nisha's action skill, while being fun to use, is kind of lame, being that it's literally just auto-aim and speed cola put together. It's like Deadshot Daiquiri and speed cola for Call of Duty fans. The melee actions are also kind of cool. I like Nisha's whip. It does feel like it reaches farther than than melee should for characters, in my opinion. The skill tree I didn't get into that much. I just focused on one and went down on that all the way. Getting to the point of Nisha having 2 guns. Zero gravity was fun on this. The oxygen I didn't feel was a problem until closer to like the ending missions, where you are more bound to run out of oxygen. And I didn't really get into the nitty-gritty of the guns. I kind of just looked at fire rate and damage on switching them out. I also feel like I never got to the point where I was super low on ammo. Ammo always felt abundant and everything like that. The one major issue I had with the game, other than the level scaling towards the end, was boss fights are definitely supposed to be co-op. It got to a point for every boss fight where I'd have to try to go at it about 10 times, just for the fact that like it's so exponentially harder sometimes, and then you can obviously tell there's supposed to be multiple people playing at once, especially with Borderlands games being that if there are multiple people at once, the health does not regen on the boss if one person dies, while when you're playing solo, if you die, the health regens. So yeah, this is definitely meant to be co-op. I feel like there should be some sort of, maybe they get back like 3/4 of their health of what you took away or something as you're fighting them. But yeah, all the elemental effects I find were very fun, everything like that. But yeah, so I'm going to give the pre-sequel an 8 out of 10. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Be sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe, ring that bell. Follow me on all my social media down below.